Hello, Bright Sparks, and welcome back to the channel. It's nice to see you back in the blueprints. Our last few basic games have been hit and miss, but we seem to have a trend forming. Uh, our last few days was day 4 and day 5. We got a snug little cottage for day 4, which we didn't do too very well in because we got ourselves stuck. And in day 5, we managed to get so far up, but we just got stuck towards the top end with the library and the drawing room because we didn't have the keys we needed. And just when we thought we might have a slight chance down in the bottom right hand corner, when we got the billiard room, we got the secret library, secret area, we just didn't have the gems, and therefore we just couldn't try and hope to get back up there because we lost out on steps, which is a shame of all shames. But we did, however, hopefully get the shelter. Now, if we get back at 4 o'clock, we might have a chance of seeing what's in there. We still don't know what these passcodes are, but we are definitely going back here each day to see what we can get in this nice little room. I've seen the majority of schoolhouse adds 8 classrooms to today's track. We've never seen that. I'm going to go for the schoolhouse, you know, I've never seen it. Frere Jacques, Frere Jacques, donnez-vous, donnez-vous. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it's been my pleasure of serving as your school master in this humble little facility. And meagre as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Espin, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes for those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dare not even dream. That dreamer is of course the incomprehensible Miss Pearson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add force me to give this speech. So I think it's my praise of her there, though she seems much more I'd admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington, yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March, a decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank my students, many of whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet, without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow Domitus upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholy ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Miss Pearson her gift. Okay. So we have the school, which I've never had before. Hello, Spinny. That's 2 spinnies. That makes 2. Which is good, so I need to find 2 more from somewhere. Furby! Oh. A lantern. Is there anything on here? Within a timely manner. Okay. So, we've now got 2, so we might get even more soon, because they seem to be a case that they are permanent. So there'll be 8 schoolrooms in here today. Let's see if I can find any. We're still looking for bedrooms, and we're still looking to try and cash in our thing. Connoisseur, store, so a corridor, storeroom, or a closet. Let's go for items. We may have a bad run. Okay, so we got a dice. What else do we get? There's 2 items in here. Oh, a mallet. Okay. Sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay. A library. Ooh. Discover less. Now we needed that beforehand. So let's go for the library. Because that book should be available today. Pump system. The EPCW pump system is engineered specifically for luxury requirements of today's indoor, in-ground swimming pool and spa. The EPCW system is also expandable, allowing you multiple pumps in control to control the water flow and volume in several different designated tanks and aquatic house features to be in the aquarium, fountain, or good old-fashioned swimming pool. Okay, water level indicators. Okay, whether you're using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW system. The panel is fitted a number of buttons equal to your own home needs, 1 button for each water source. They say the function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button Pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from the source if the corresponding button is selected. The pump. After you've selected the source using the water control system, your next step is to set the pump associated with the source to pump either in or out. This will indicate water flow to or from the water supply in the tank. Okay. A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water, recommended for cleaning large Olympic-sized swimming pools. Well, I've never seen the swimming pool, so this will be an interesting one. Start guide. Okay. Use water panel to select water. Use pump lever to set the direction. Okay. Okay, so this one might be a bit of a case of this. We shouldn't have got that one yet. But we're going to see what happens. Rotunda can rotate. 3 gems. Classroom. Whilst drafting classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each corridor. Okay, and this one, a package will be delivered here the day after drawing this room. Okay, so let's do the package, even though we should really get a classroom. Order placed. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Reverend to sender, as he no longer is employed by our staff. Yes, by Miss Babbage. Simon P. Jones, Monty House Estate. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people will be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, You're currently in the garage. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage parking the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days of the estate. But with all the preparation, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I wanted to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little gutty about being so happy. The day after the funeral, believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations how much happiness the final project brought him. So do us both a favour, be excited. This house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since you were last up there. I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday you'll end up leaving with a few of my overused cliches expressions when we say farewell. Later, Alligator Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirt blocks. Okay. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. I think today I'm going to order a different book if I can. Okay, that should tell me my records. And that one's not going to give me what I want. So it looks like that pump system was the only thing I could get. Might have made a mistake in doing so. I really do not want to block myself off now because I only have one way to go. Kitchen, storeroom or den. Well, I'm not taking the storeroom, but I am taking the den. Guest bedroom, parlour or the storeroom. Let's take the parlour, for simple reason being, it gives me an extra avenue to go up. Okay, get the component. What we got then this time? All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. So it's saying all 3, that one. The other 2 boxes contain gems. One's lying. So one's lying. Which one's lying? I think that one's a liar. Yay! I really don't want the nursery. Although that one will give me 5 steps. That one gives me a key. That one will give me 5 steps. Even though it's locking me off, I'm gaining 5 steps just for being in here. Banana! Okay. So I've got a redraft just in case it's needed. Commissionary, pantry, I have to redraft. Oh, thank God. I got the spare room. Corridor, guest bedroom, or... I don't... I'm gonna use that one just so I can go up and then just come back down again. Classroom or a nook. When you're off, you may draw new floor plans once per day for each room in your house. Whenever you enter this room, you gain 2. Well, I'm gaining 7, and by going there. Gaining 5 for that, and gaining the 2 there. Okay. So it means I've got to go 2 down then. Damn it! Damn it, there's my stuff! There's my stuff! Counts as 2 bedrooms. So the bunk room gives me... So I've got a lot of steps now. Just have to make them all count. Hello! Boudoir, pantry. Don't have money. Boudoir allows me to go up. This one allows me to go down. But then... Boudoir. Getting a lot of steps in this one. Hallway. Just so I've got rooms I can go off to. No! Do not lock me out. Do not lock me out. That was not good. Day 6 and I'm locked out. Damn it, I'm going to have to call it a day. There's nowhere I can go. Okay guys, looks like we are going to have to call it a day. Day 5 and 6 was eventful. In the best of times. 15 rooms, rank 5, steps taken 25, 2 items found, 2 new rooms. And we didn't really get to do much with the school rooms. So we found the mail room, and we found the schoolhouse. We've done a bit more of that stuff outside, but that is going to be it. That's going to be it for this episode. As we're doing 2 rooms, 2 days per video. So if you really like what you've seen, I know this one's going to be a bit of a shorter one as normal, then please consider liking and subscribing. So really big thing to ask on my part, but it really does help out the algorithm to know you'd like to see more. And with that, see you out there, bright sparks.